I love this question. And this is the kind of work I love doing because I like supporting small businesses, especially father-son businesses. And a business like that, you want to protect it. You want to make sure it's set up right. So I'm going to say something very practical. In most cases, I would recommend a 49-51 split instead of a 50-50 split. And that's not because one person deserves more, but because deadlock is real. It can really affect your business. And a true 50-50 structure, if you disagree on any major decision, there's no built-in resolution, and then you're stuck. Your business gets stuck. That said, if you want to do 50-50, you absolutely can, but you need to structure around that 50-50 agreement. First and foremost, you need a deadlock provision in your operating agreement. So what happens if you disagree? Do you bring in a neutral advisor? Do you mediate it? Does one person have authority over certain categories or certain decisions? You just need to know how that works. Second, you need to clearly separate management roles. Even in a 50-50 ownership setup, one of you should be designated as managing day-to-day operations. The other can have oversight without operational paralysis that can be caused by 50-50. Third, define compensation versus profit. If one of you is working full-time and the other is not, that needs to be spelled out very clearly. So salary and ownership are two different legal concepts. And then fourth, have a buy-sell agreement or at least a provision in your operating agreement. If one of you wants out, let's say retires, passes away, there should be a clear formula for how the other can buy that interest. That protects both the business and the family and the generations long term. 50-50 works when communication and documentation is strong, but legally you need a mechanism for when it isn't. And the operating agreement is not about assuming conflict is coming. It's just about protecting the relationship if conflict ever does show up. And that is so especially important in a family business.